Okay, so the first thing we want to do is just a quick nomenclature for the people who maybe didn't see the last film. And we want to say that these films are built up. The last film and this film, and the next film is a build up. So if you miss something, you can go on YouTube and look at the previous films. I think that's J. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is start with styrofoam. The shoes is built on styrofoam in our case because it's lighter, cheaper, it's easy material to work with. You don't need a lot of tools and equipment and all this stuff, and you don't need a lot of know-how, whatever. You know, you can take a simple saw, wood saw, and cut it, or a steel knife or whatever, and you can cut it up. The foam is about body height. Start with about body height. It's a little less than body height, but it don't really make a lot of difference. You know, between the nose and the top of the head is good. It's about shoulder width, and this is where we start. And it's about shoulder width. Now, there's no stress in the styrofoam. Most of the stress is in the foot plate. This is the foot plate, and this is what we stand on, and this is what we lay on, and this is what we move around and on. So the foot plate is the bearer. It bears the weight of the individual. Now, equipment, you can set it here. You can set it off the foot plate. So the whole idea is to balance the weight over the whole foot plate. Another thing we can do, if we need some more disbursement of weight, we can add stringers. And I think we discussed that before in the other film. We'll put them here. You know, it's a little. See now, okay. Imagine the string is implanted on the shoes, and we call this something we call an H-frame. Instead of having a large foot plate, we can make the foot plate smaller, but by putting these stringers on, we can radiate the weight out to the whole shoe. Now, the next thing we have is something we call a cross member or cross arm, and that would be this deal right here. It just slides through. It starts here, and it just slides through. And we call this, for catamarans, we call it an outrigger arm. Imagine this to be a catamaran. It has an outrigger arm on it. Now, the next thing we have is little rope ties, and we talked about this before. We're gonna zoom in a little bit, but we'll try to zoom in a little bit so you can see the ties. And we're going to try to work this a little bit. We're going in a little bit. Maybe you can see. We turn this ever so slight. We're moving a little bit more, and well, you can see it right at the top here. This is a tie. In other words, we've tied the shoes together. We have the outrigger arm, but we also have a tie here, and you can't see the other one, but it's a little bit lower.